This was like the weirdest movie growing up. Witches taking their wigs off, turning into the most despicable creatures you've ever laid your eyes on, children turning into mice, a boy named Bruno. Funny story, my sister actually watched the original movie recently, and I was telling her, like, don't do it, man, it's just weird, just don't do it. And she's like, no, I want to give it a go. And then she watched it and she couldn't even get through it. She paid for it on Google Play. She spent like $4 on it and then found out that it was playing on Netflix, and she couldn't get through it because it was just so weird. It's a weird story, but I'm curious to see how they're going to bring this movie back to life. The cast looks interesting as hell. Robert Zemeckis is a very talented director, so I'm intrigued. Nothing else to say. Let's just check out this trailer.
My story begins when I was a young boy.
You'll be comfy here in your mama's old room. I'd do anything for her to be here right now.
Love Octavia Spencer.
Grandma was a tough lady with a big heart. And little by little, she brought me out of my sadness. Now if you feel that you can't go on, darling, I didn't know it. But there was a dark shadow looming nearby. Witches.
Oh.
They're real. And they hate children.
Oh, she's going to be so interesting in this role, Anne Hathaway.
If they're the mice.
Oh god, the mice.
I would call the exterminator.
You see, girls? He would exterminate those brats.
Dude, she'd make a great Cruella. She looks like Cruella de Vil.
The rats.
I feared this was happening. Then here, that means a test is coming. Ladies, I have a plan. Sandra, to transform a child into a mouse.
This is such a weird story.
Whoa! Why are we mouses?
Mice?
Whatever!
Grandma, it's me!
Is that you, boy? We'll never let you get away with your filthy, evil plot. Who's gonna stop me? Doesn't matter who you are or what you look like, so long as somebody loves you.
You wouldn't happen to be carrying around a mouse on your person, now would you?
A mouse? Mm-hmm. Why on earth would I be carrying around a mouse?
Okay, this is interesting. This looks good. This looks good for a number of reasons. Octavia Spencer and Anne Hathaway together and like head to head. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Anne Hathaway play a villain, and I have to say, like, that shot of her when they revealed her in that black and white coat, like she looked really cool. She looked like she could pull off a villain. She's such a great actress. And with Octavia Spencer, like, you love her character and you're just always rooting for her. I think they're gonna be like the star of the movie, to be honest, more than the kids. I think the two of them are gonna steal the show between the both of them, so I'm all for it. It's such a weird story. I'm keen to see what they do with it. I'm liking what I'm seeing in this trailer. Like, it definitely intrigues me. I feel like it stays true to that Roald Dahl-esque vibe, like that fantasy meets weirdness. It's like the real world, but there's weird stuff going on. Like, it stays true to all of that. At the beginning, when they had Chris Rock narrating the trailer, it felt like the beginning of Everybody Hates Chris, and it felt like we were going into that world, and then it goes into this whole other weird fantastical thing. That moment when they reveal Anne Hathaway, I swear, if somebody had freeze framed that moment and just showed me that shot, I would have been like, oh, she's playing Cruella, like she looks like Cruella de Vil, which, I mean, I know it's wrong movie, wrong character, but the point is that she looks like she can pull off the villain. You've got to hand it to Roald Dahl. Like, his stories are so odd and so out there, but they're interesting to watch, as bizarre as they are. This looks cool as, like, the casting is there, the filmmakers are OG, witches taking over the world. tale as old as time. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this. I think they're going to be releasing it exclusively on HBO Max. So the war of the streaming services. What do you guys think about this trailer? How do you feel about Anne Hathaway playing the villain and going head to head with Octavia Spencer, and even just like bringing a story as bizarre and strange as this into the realm of 2021? Were you as weirded out as me by the original movie? This version looks a lot better. If this is your first time here, this channel is all about reacting to movie trailers, movie reviews, and just movie analysis stuff in general. Who knew we would be living in a world where people could share their thoughts about movies? So if you enjoyed this video and you're as enthusiastic about movies as I am, then consider subscribing to this channel. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching.